So I have to tell you about my experience with Frontier before I even did the flight review, because I purchased this ticket back in March of 2022 for the May flight that I'm going to be reviewing. And I had flown Spirit Airlines to Orlando, and then I was taking Frontier from Orlando to Miami. And after I purchased the ticket for $30, I got an email from Frontier saying that there's been a change to my flight and I needed to check in, review it. Of course, with the $30.98 that I spent, I bought the lowest, cheapest ticket they had for this one-way flight. And when I called Frontier, they said, well, because I purchased the ticket, there's nothing they can do. And they had put me on a flight way early that I wouldn't even be in from Pensacola yet on Spirit. So they said, sorry, there's nothing we can do. We can give you a voucher for $50, but it is what it is. We can cancel your ticket, and that is what it is. So I got back on the website. I booked the same airfare for $30.98 for the same flight, and then got the $50 voucher. So it doesn't make much sense, but it's kind of frustrating. Don't know why they did that, but hey, got an extra $50. Alright, so I'm in Orlando Airport and looking for gate 12 for my flight to Miami from Orlando. I'm in seat 10A on this Frontier Airbus A320, and we are scheduled to depart at 10:59 p.m. Boarding is a little chaotic this evening because our inbound flight was late, and instead of boarding by zones, they pretty much just called everybody up to get on the plane, and can't really blame them too much because this really shortened the boarding time and get us out for an on-time departure. Just now boarding, and this aircraft, it again feels clean, it's spacious. It's a standard 3x3 configuration seating. Again, I'm in seat 10A, so I'm on a window seat. After I sit down, I mean, this seat is tight. Again, I'm 6'1", and really this seat is tight with this small tray table. Like other low-cost airlines, Frontier is no different. You are not getting anything free on this flight, not even water, but they do have a selection of beer and wine that you can buy for $9. They also have food and drink bundles ranging from $10 to $26, along with some other food items and drinks you can purchase.
Your tables up, please, folks. Make sure everything's pushed all the way forward.
Thank goodness these seats don't recline, because my knees are in the back of this seat, and if they recline, they would be crushed. But here we go. Let's get ready for this 45-minute evening flight out of Orlando to Miami. So I don't have any real main issues with flying Frontier, except for the seats, which are just very uncomfortable. They look nice, but they don't feel nice. And there's no power outlets. The tray table's very small. But again, for $30.98, you really can't beat that. I couldn't even drive that. But if I were taking a flight longer than 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, if over 2 hours, I would definitely reconsider flying on Frontier just because it's not comfortable. This Frontier flight is my second flight of the day, day 1 of 3, reviewing 7 different airlines. I previously flew Spirit from Pensacola, Florida to Orlando, and now Orlando to Miami. I'm going to spend about 4 hours in the airport in Miami before I board JetBlue flight to New York.
Welcome to Miami. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we are parked at the gate. Again, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we are parked at the gate. And the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off. Cell phones may not be used, however, laptops, computers, and other large electronic devices must remain stowed. Once we arrive at the gate, please use caution when opening overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. For any questions regarding ground transportation and baggage claim, a Frontier customer service representative will meet this flight upon arrival and be happy to assist you. For those customers needing special assistance, we just kindly ask that you remain seated until the majority of customers exit the aircraft. This will allow us to better assist you. For those customers visiting Miami, we wish you a pleasant stay. And for those who live in the Miami area, welcome home. On behalf of your crew and everyone on Team Frontier, thanks for traveling with us today. Please be sure to visit flyfrontier.com the next time you plan to fly to get our lowest fares done right.
Just short while they're getting everything set up, so please remain seated with seatbelts fastened until we turn off that sign.
a little past midnight now in Miami, and just going to the flight board to check on the status of my next flight, which is on JetBlue from Miami to New York, and it looks like it's on time.